And of course, Walifi than there has for Tornell. It is 9-2 bar the top three. But there they are gathering down at the start, Leona. It's a really interesting novices race. So what are you making of it?
Yeah, it's always nice on a kind of card full of exposed handicappers, isn't it, to have these maiden novice races, horses that we've not seen much of, and horses that may well be much better than this kind of race in the future, because you always hope you're going to see a star of the future. We've seen plenty of good horses now, haven't we, over the years, making their debuts or their first few starts on an artificial surface, so you know what you're going to get, and this is an interesting one of those. Now, I have to say, Tornell went to post pretty keenly. I think Billy actually used the stalls as a bit of a buffer to try and get her to stop, so she's definitely a little on toes. Obviously the race that she won was a fillies maiden, so she now has to carry a penalty in this contest, and of course she's in against the boys as well, so a lot more difficult for her. But as much as she was a nice easy winner at Newcastle, she's got plenty of stamina in her pedigree, so the step up in trip will suit. The same can be said for Las Ramblas as well, who cost plenty of money as a yearling, but would easily get 10-12 furlongs in time, so wouldn't be surprised to see any of these improving for the step up in trip. Walifi, who is pretty short at 5-4, was very short on debut as well. Even money, they expected plenty, ran very well, just looked a bit green. I did think as well that Walifi had quite a high knee action, so all weather shouldn't be an issue for that one going forward. But that is the newcomer that you're seeing in shot there in Las Ramblas, who cost plenty.
This is epic.
Yes, it is, Eric. The biggest sporting events are on. And so, William Hill's back with another epic weekend. Get free bets, bigger boosts, and our big value offers. Available Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 a.m. Online, on the app, or pop into one of our shops. Now, this is an epic weekend.
Who you got?
William Hill. It's who you play with.
Just got one or two checking girths there, and jockeys getting back aboard. We will be starting the loading process shortly. We've talked about the top couple in the betting here. As regards others to mention, we got horse number 3, who's already had a start. Parthenopaeus, shall we go with? Greek mythology, I assume, something along those lines. Jack Garrity takes the ride for Richard Fahey, as he did last time out. Another horse who ran well at the track, only beaten a neck. A very different price than the others, though. Really wasn't fancied. The favourite that won, only in Jakarta, was a very short price. This horse was 14-1, slowly away, and ran on really well in the closing stages to just not quite get there, but ran really well. Only in Jakarta had already got an official rating after 3 runs and a couple of placed efforts of 78. Handicapper nudged him up to a mark of 80, so I guess in that sense Richard Fahey's runner has ran up to a level not too far off that, but lots of weight to carry because it's an older horse in against the youngsters, so 10 stone 2 for Parthenopaeus to carry, which is plenty of weight into it. So we'll see if weight stops trains in this instance. That's Walifi, 6-4 at the top of the betting. As Darryl said in the studio, half-brother to Baid and Hookham as well, so they'll be hoping if he can be half that good, be doing well. Owned and bred, as you'd expect, by Shadwell. He'll be coming out of stall number 4, so that's the downside. We've been seeing all the horses come out of these high draws. The favourites in 4, second favourites in 6. Las Ramblas will come out of 7. Wind has died down a little, but still for kind of unexposed horses, not ideal really to have wind in their face. That's Las Ramblas. He's not ran before, so just showing little signs of greenness, but not doing anything too much to worry about just yet. He's got a little bit warm, but just first day at school nerves, I imagine. Last one or two are going forward then. We've got Tornell, the filly, who's the penalty to carry, who was keen down to the start, and Little Venice may well be the last one to load.
Yeah, thanks, Leona. Just a couple. Caramento coming in, and Askabad, in fact, will be the last one to come forward. Caramento's gone in, just waiting for Askabad to come forward into stall number 8. She's coming in now. Stall handler emerging. That's it. They're all in. We're ready. They're off. Racing over the mile for the bet £10, get £40 at bet MGM Novices Stakes. Away well Caramento to the near side. The grey horse Musical Masquerade got a good start. So did Las Ramblas between horses in green and orange. Out in the centre, the white face of Little Venice prominent. Were Leafy also up with the pace in blue and white. Tournelle tucks in behind them, the white sleeves and cap, hoop jacket. That little group followed by Askabad, who's centre pack in front of Parthenopaeus. Towards the back of the field, Ideal Dragon is one of those who sits towards the rear of the field. The other one is Let's Be Frank. Continuing their journey through the first 3 furlongs or so, back towards the final 5 they come. And it's Little Venice who shows the way for Faye McManaman. In front by a length and a half to Musical Masquerade racing second. Caramento under the near side rail with the noseband. A little bit deeper out Askabad, blue jacket, yellow cap. Tournelle just wandering around a little bit in the wind, just behind were Leafy in the striped cap. They're followed by Las Ramblas. Parthenopaeus still well back in the field, so too Ideal Dragon. Let's Be Frank is still towards the back, and Sycamore Gap is last. Back towards the final 3 furlongs they come then, and it's still Little Venice in front here, showing the way by a couple of lengths to Musical Masquerade racing second. Under the near side rail, Caramento still third, were Leafy upsides that one, followed by Tournelle. Parthenopaeus, striped cap, striped sleeves, tries to make ground behind the pace. Askabad out wide. Las Ramblas behind the pace as well. They come back towards the final furlong and a half. Little Venice tackled by Walefi. Tournelle now in top gear, so too Parthenopaeus towards the far side. Las Ramblas is trying to finish off as well. Walefi has hit the front. Here's Las Ramblas with a big effort towards the near side for Alda Silva. Parthenopaeus is motoring over on the far side as well. Walefi, Parthenopaeus, Las Ramblas under the near side rail. That is very tight. They've gone past together. Parthenopaeus, Las Ramblas near side between horses were Leafy. They were clear of Sycamore Gap and Tournelle.
A very tight finish here at Newcastle then. Yet another one that's having to go up to the judge. Again, very quick reflection just watching it. It does look like Las Ramblas has beaten Walefi, and then over that far side we've got the 5-year-old, haven't we, Parthenopaeus. But an official result for now. Look very green, I have to say, in the run. Las Ramblas. Raul de Silva's done well to keep this one straight and true, really. See what a big horse he is. Goodness me, he's so long. He took a while to pick up, and Raul having to organise him. Yeah, Las Ramblas, horse 9 then, official result from the judge. You see here in the green with the orange cap. Looks massive, doesn't he? Raul's quite a small jockey, to be fair, in the grand scheme of tall riders, but still, looks like a little dot on this horse. He looks like a bit of a big slow boat, doesn't he? They've not gone quick either, but nothing in front has held up. Probably just too strong, the wind, really, making it hard for these green horses. At this point, it looked for all the world like Walefi might keep going. Las Ramblas has got upsides him, and at this point, just those last hands and heel strides really picked up, and Raul put his stick down, not give this horse a hard time, and he's picked up really well in the end. Las Ramblas, 100-30, beats the favourite Walefi at 6-4, and Parthenopaeus, with all that weight, 10 stone 2, finishes third at 6-1. We'll catch up with Raul de Silva after this short break.